Hi, my name is Tina and welcome to Downsize Your Life. This week we're going to be doing cooking. We will also be doing a weigh-in. As you can see, I'm holding the camera today instead of it being on a tripod. Hopefully the lighting's okay. So we're going to get to that cooking, and today I'm going to be making a stir-fry kind of stuffed pepper. Not much different this week. I will say, same as always, I don't want to bore you. Still having trouble with the water drinking. Still will need to get better. Had 2 walks this week. So that's about it for this week. Mostly we're going to focus on the cooking and the weigh-in. And here we go. Okay, now let's get to that weigh-in. And before I do that, I see one of my cats that you haven't met yet. Her name is Misty. Third kitty, Misty. Hi, Misty. She's joining me at the stove while I cook. My weigh-in for this week is 188.5. I lost 1.5 pounds again. Woohoo! I've told you before that I live in an RV, so I have a small kitchen, but I do have a full-size cooktop, and we do have granite counters, which is really nice. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of the kitchen. We're still in the middle of working on that backsplash, so there's some wires on there, but so here we go. Here's my little kitchen, but I have everything I need, so it's not too bad. And here's my counter. So this is my kitchen. And let's get way in the back. If you hear tumbling, that would be my washer and dryer in the back. And that is the washer and dryer. I guess my cat's trying to join me cooking right now, but she needs to get off the counter. And here's what we're going to need to do our stuffed pepper stir fry: ground chicken, quinoa, tomato puree, a green pepper, and the salt-free Mrs. Dash. I forgot 2 ingredients, and that would be cauliflower and cheese. The cauliflower I chop up and steam in the microwave, and then I top off the dish with cheddar cheese at the end. So let's get cooking. Remove all the greens. Okay, now I'm going to break the cauliflower up into sections. Here's the whole head of cauliflower broken up into pieces. Now I'm going to get it ready to be steamed in the microwave basket. Okay, so now we're ready. Now the water's in there to put the steamer tray. Okay, now I'm going to put the cauliflower in my steamer tray. If you don't have a microwave steamer basket, you can use a steamer on the stove, or you can just boil your cauliflower. Just make sure you strain it so that it's not real wet. Once it's all in the steamer tray, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on that, and I'm going to put it in the microwave. And I usually set that for 10 minutes. Okay, just brown up the ground chicken. Okay, and you don't really need me to show this on camera the whole time, so I'm just gonna get that cooked up. Okay, we are almost done browning up the chicken burger. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of the Mrs. Dash seasoning. Now that I get a tablespoon, I'm going to sprinkle that on in here. Turn that around. Okay, now I'm going to chop up my green pepper. The green pepper all diced up and ready to add to the chicken burger. Let me turn that back on. There we go. Okay. And you can add oil if you want, but I'm actually just going to add about a tablespoon of water. It helps it to be a little less fattening. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stir that up until the green peppers get soft. I'm going to turn this down to a simmer as I'm cooking that, and I'm going to get my saucepan ready to do my quinoa. And the quinoa serving size is 1/4 cup dry. So I'm going to do 4 servings. The 1 pound package of the chicken burger I do into 4 servings. I'm going to add another tablespoon of water because it's sticking. If it sticks, you just continue to add a tablespoon of water and that will help so that it's not sticking. I'll do another one. 2 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa. There's the quinoa. Okay, the green peppers are now soft. We're just waiting on that quinoa, which is just now starting to boil a little bit. So I'm going to give that a quick stir. And as soon as that comes to a full boil, I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on that and let that simmer. Okay, so I don't have a recipe for this. This is something that I came up with on my own. So I will make sure that I give you the recipe in the description below. Now we're going to check on the quinoa, give it a quick little stir. Still good. Okay, and the quinoa is done, and you can tell when the quinoa is done because it has like these weird little spirals in it, and it's nice and soft. Okay, now I'm going to add 2 cups of the tomato puree into my chicken burger mixture. And 1 cup of sauce. Your 2nd cup of sauce. And just stir that around. Instead of making a meatball mixture and using rice, this is more like the chicken burger and the green pepper diced up. And the quinoa kind of takes the place of the rice. And then you don't have the breadcrumb and all of the stuffing like mixture that you would normally have in just like regular ground burger, and there's a lot less fat. You can add a little bit more of the Mrs. Dash seasoned salt if you want at this point. Sprinkle on top. There we go. That's good enough. Just stir that in. And then I'm going to just turn that down to a simmer, and I will check on that and stir that occasionally. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, but of course salt's not that great for you because it's, you know, obviously it adds a lot of sodium. But I use sea salt. I'm just going to add a tiny bit to that. You don't have to add salt if you don't want to. And that will be it. Okay, we're almost done cooking the stir fry here. So for now, we're going to just get out some Tupperware containers, and I've already got them out here. I am going to portion this once the mixture is done. This makes 4 servings. Okay, this is done. I'm going to shut that off. Okay, so that's 1 cup of the meat mixture in all the containers. And the serving size for the quinoa is 1/4 cup dry, so that's a 1/2 cup wet once it's cooked up. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 1/2 cup into all the containers. So that's 1/4 cup. I only got a 1/4 cup, and there's a 1/2 cup. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now that I have all of the meat mixture in all of my containers. Okay, so here we are. We are all done, and here are all my containers with 1 cup of meat in each and a 1/2 cup of quinoa in each. And normally what I do is I just give it a quick stir around. I'm going to chop all that up, brought back out my portioned out containers that I will be adding a 1/2 cup of cauliflower to. The cauliflower is optional. If you don't want to add it, you don't have to. I like adding a vegetable. You don't also have to add the cheese. I just like to top it off. It gives it a nice flavor. And here's the cauliflower all diced up. Some people also call it cauliflower rice. So if you wanted to make a no carb recipe, you can leave out the quinoa. Okay. So there's a 1/4 cup and the other 1/4 cup for 1/2 cup. And I'm going to do that to all my containers. Okay, now I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sauce to the top of each of these, and then 2 tablespoons of cheese. Okay, there's the sauce and the cauliflower, and I'm going to stir that around, and then I'm going to top each one off with 2 tablespoons of cheese. Okay, and there's 1 tablespoon of cheese and 2 tablespoons of cheese. Now they are all done and ready to go in the fridge. And there you go. I have leftover cauliflower. I'll just probably put the leftovers in the fridge to maybe make mashed potato cauliflower, where you just puree that up with a little bit of milk and a little bit of butter. I posted a video just a couple days ago with all the outtakes from my first 5 videos, so don't forget to watch that, okay? Let me know how you like the green pepper stir fry. Be sure to comment below and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.